Heidi ho, neighbor. This is Beer Before Liquor. I'm Larry. I'm big and I'm bad and I'm named Larry. This is a beer. We're gonna have that. Oh God, why would you ever have anything else? Speaking of that, let's make some liquor. We are gonna make a Gibson. A Gibson is a martini variant. It's from a 1923 cocktail book that somebody will find the name of. It's named after St. Louis Cardinals pitcher Bob Gibson, who of course wasn't even born then. It's named after Orville Gibson, of course, the maker of Gibson guitars. It's named after Barry Gibb's son. He is also the singer of a band I can't remember the name of. That's a really niche joke. That's for Gen Z. A Gibson is basically a dirty martini, but instead of olive juice, you use onion brine. So put some ice into a glass there. That's nice. That's been in the freezer, where I should be. You're gonna do a couple little bar spoons. Oh God. Then we're gonna do a couple. So married to this thing. All right. These are pickled onions. We love those. You can especially get ones called tipsy onions. They store them in dry vermouth and onion brine. It's delicious. You do 2 little bar spoons of that. A bar spoon is usually right around 1/6 of an ounce. So if you do 2, that's about 1/3 of an ounce. Everyone went to school. This is a dry vermouth. It's a French dry vermouth, Dolin. It's very readily available to everyone. 3/4 of an ounce of the dry vermouth. And if you think, oh man, I like martinis, but I don't really like vermouth, you're wrong. It's fine. People hate vermouth and there's no reason. It's delicious. And it makes the drink very, very, very different than if you're just making, cold gin. Speaking of gin, let's make it cold. This is Dorothy Parker gin. It's from New York. It's very nice. You can use any gin. I think probably you want to avoid really botanical gins because flowers and onions, not a classic combination flavor-wise. Put that on. That was wrong.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Oh God, so stupid. All right, you want to use a longer spoon, stick it in, run it along the side of the glass so you don't chip the ice. You can do it till you feel right. I usually try to do it for like 30 so revolutions. Use a little Hawthorne strainer, put it on there, get it into your glass, and away we go. Cocktail pick, little onion, in you go. And there you go, man. That's a Gibson. One of my favorite drinks. And speaking of them, I think the toast today is going to be to Dear Irving, which is a cocktail bar in New York that I love, that makes an unbelievable Gibson. And in pandemic, I tried to recreate their pickled onions, which I could not do successfully because they're really, really, really good. So if you're ever in Manhattan around Union Square, you should go and have a Gibson at Dear Irving. But until then, you can make this one at home, and it's really, really good. So let's go for it. Cheers, everybody. Bracing. If you don't eat the onion, you suck. So make sure you do that, and make sure you tune in here next week because by popular demand, we're going to be doing a Long Island iced tea. So good to see you. Stay drinking.